Have you ever watched arrogance collapse into silence in an instant? That's exactly what unfolded one night inside a busy roadside cafe when a noisy group of bikers thought it would be amusing to tease a quiet black man sitting by himself. They didn't know who he was, and they certainly didn't understand what the patches on his faded jacket meant. But when they finally noticed the symbols stitched across it, the entire room seemed to shift. The cafe was packed, dishes clattering, and conversations blending into a warm hum. The bikers barged in, loud and full of swagger. They zeroed in on the older man in the corner booth, wearing a weathered leather jacket. Instead of leaving him alone, one of them leaned over and marked, "What's with the antique jacket, old-timer?" Trying to look tough, the man didn't respond. He simply continued sipping his coffee, steady and unfazed. That calm silence only pumped up the biker's ego. He reached out and tapped the man's shoulder while his friend snickered behind him. But when the man slowly lifted his head, the atmosphere in the cafe changed immediately. His jacket wasn't just worn leather, it was covered in rows of military badges, each one representing discipline, sacrifice, and years of service that none of the bikers could even imagine. The laughter died instantly. The biker's smirk drained from his face as he realized who stood before him, not a random stranger but a highly decorated veteran. One particular medal stood out, one that only those who had faced real danger and survived could ever earn. The biker staggered back, shame hitting his cheeks, suddenly aware of his own foolishness. The veteran didn't raise his voice, didn't try to intimidate anyone. He simply met the biker's eyes and said with quiet strength, "Respect isn't something you demand. It's something you earn. No drama, no threats, just truth." The room fell still, and then subtle applause began to rise from nearby tables, a quiet gesture of appreciation for the man's dignity. The bikers didn't stick around much longer. They paid quickly and slipped out without another word, leaving behind a powerful example of humility. Moments like that remind us that true strength doesn't need to shout or prove itself. Sometimes it speaks in silence, in calm confidence, and in the lessons learned by those who choose arrogance over respect.